there are some moments that were behind the scenes that a lot of people really caught. One of those moments was his interview with Egungun that was literally a total orchestrated chaos. And this is why. Clearly, Egungun didn't do his findings when he was interviewing Speed, and he was asking Speed the wrong questions with the wrong information, which was quite embarrassing to watch, to be honest. While there were a lot of creators that were looking for access to Speed, Egungun, who had access, was ill-prepared when he met Speed.
Doing. Congratulations on your 50,000 sub. How do you feel?
50 million?
Yeah.
Not 50,000.
Okay, 50 million. Really?
Yeah.
You've worked so hard.
One of those creators that really looked for access to Speed was Peller. But before we get to Peller, let's talk about Jarvis. Jarvis had had a good time with Speed the day before, and this is what we call access, because she really spent time with Speed, teaching him dance and just showing her robotic style and her robotic talent. So how did Jarvis get access to Speed when Peller could not? So for those who don't know, Peller tried his best to access Speed and link up with him, but it all backfired. Like, Peller really tried his best, like driving to beat Speed on a horse, and it didn't work for Peller. And this is one of those things that will tell you that access is very important, and knowing the right people to link you up with stars is very important. And this didn't happen not once, not twice, but thrice. And what was the issue really? Well, what IShowSpeed shared online is that he's intentional about his trips. And what he wants to showcase in his African tour is the African experience, the raw experience of the locals, and meeting talents in these countries. So meeting Peller and other influencers were actually not his radar and not his purpose for his visit. So because of that, he didn't want to take away the experience from the locals he was trying to showcase and put it now on the streamers and the influencers that he has met up, because that can overwhelm the whole purpose of his visit. So that's why he actually ignored Peller. It's not really about Peller, but the essence of IShowSpeed's tour in Nigeria and other countries he has been to in Africa. If Peller had been strategically positioned and he had access to IShowSpeed's team, I'm sure they would have found a way for him to link up with IShowSpeed. But why Jarvis and not Peller? The reason is because Jarvis came with her own uniqueness and her own talent, which was the uniqueness he was trying to showcase per country. So Jarvis came with her own experience, brought the uniqueness of the robotic thing, and it was not the conventional link up with a regular streamer. He didn't even mention her social media channels or mention that she was a streamer when I link up with IShowSpeed. It was really robotic Jarvis and the streamer IShowSpeed, so he wasn't sharing any glory or sharing any stardom with anybody. I hope this doesn't crush Peller, because he still has the aspiration to meet IShowSpeed and have a stream with IShowSpeed.
I'm big. I know. But please, let's do something.
But he should understand that there's a time and place for everything. And this African tour was not just it for him. Peace.